Yeah, that's why I said I love him. I love having his support. You know what I'm saying? His support is like very, very different from what I've had in the past, and how he speaks to me and stuff is very different. There you go. We deserve each other.
I want to have 2 more fights this year. Then after that, take off a little bit of time, maybe have a kid or something, and then come back and fight some more.
But I don't know. It's kind of one of those things. I was like, I want to keep him all to myself. I didn't really. I don't mind people knowing that we're together and stuff, but I wanted to just, I don't know, enjoy us together without the eyes. But
we're talking about Claressa Shields, Papoose, and Remy Ma. Yes, that's right, all of them. If you've been following the drama, you might know that Claressa recently announced she's taking a break from boxing, and things are getting even more interesting with rumors about a baby on the way. And then there's Remy Ma, who seems to be feeling some serious regret about how things went down with her ex, Papoose. So, grab a snack, get comfortable, and let's break it all down in plain and simple language. Let's start with Claressa Shields. For those of you who might not be familiar, Claressa is a true powerhouse in the boxing world. Over the years, she's shown us what it means to be a champion, stepping into the ring and taking on all challengers with unmatched skill and determination. Recently, though, she dropped a surprising bomb. She's planning to take a break from boxing. Now, this doesn't mean she's hanging up her gloves for good. She mentioned that she still has 2 fights lined up for this year, but after that, she's going to step away from the sport for a while. Why the break? Well, Claressa said she wants to focus on other things in her life, and while she didn't spell out every detail, there's a lot of speculation about what that might mean. Some people are connecting the dots and thinking that maybe, just maybe, she's getting ready to start a family. It's not every day that a top athlete like Claressa talks about slowing down for personal reasons, and that makes her announcement all the more intriguing. Now, imagine being at the top of your game, dominating a sport that takes years of training, discipline, and grit. That's exactly what Claressa has done, but even champions need a moment to catch their breath and refocus on life outside the ring. When she talks about taking a break, it's more than just a pause in her career. It's a chance to explore new paths, whether that means diving into new business ventures, spending more time with family, or even welcoming a new life into her world. It's important to note that stepping back doesn't mean stepping away forever. In fact, many athletes use breaks to come back stronger, more refreshed, and even more determined. For Claressa, this break might just be the beginning of an exciting new chapter, one where she can balance her love for boxing with her personal goals and dreams. Let's move on to talk about Papoose, who is now making headlines for his new relationship with Claressa. If you've been following the drama, you probably remember that Papoose has always been in the spotlight for his loyalty and his unique style. Lately, though, he's been showing up for Claressa in a big way. The two of them have been seen out and about together, from attending events and public appearances to even sharing moments off the court. People have noticed that the way they interact is different from what we've seen in Papoose's past relationships. He's not just a rapper or a public figure anymore. He's someone who's genuinely supporting Claressa in her career and personal endeavors. He even performed for her before one of her matches, which only added to the growing buzz that they might be a perfect match. What's really refreshing here is that Papoose seems to offer a type of support that is very different from what Claressa has experienced before. In interviews, she's mentioned how much she appreciates his understanding and the way he makes her feel valued. This isn't just about public appearances or catchy lines, it's about a genuine connection. And in a world where relationships can sometimes be all about image, it's nice to see two people who truly support each other on every level. Now here's where things get a little more complicated. You might remember that back in December, Remy Ma made headlines by exposing some personal messages between Papoose and Claressa. At that time, the internet was buzzing with mixed feelings about what was happening. But as time went on, the sentiment shifted dramatically. What started as a shocking revelation quickly turned into widespread support for Papoose and Claressa. It turns out that many people felt that Papoose deserved someone who truly appreciated him, someone who would stand by him and support him in every way. For a long time, Papoose was known for being a rock for Remy Ma, especially during her difficult times, like when she was serving time in prison. He was seen as the loyal partner who always had her back. However, things took a turn when rumors began to surface about Remy Ma being unfaithful. According to the talk online, Remy was allegedly involved with another man, which left many fans questioning whether Papoose deserved to keep going down that path. Once the truth started to come out, many began to root for Papoose to move on and find someone who would appreciate him for who he is. And that's when Claressa stepped into the picture. Let's take a moment to think about relationships in general. We all know that no relationship is perfect, and sometimes even the strongest bonds can face challenges. In Papoose's case, his relationship with Remy Ma had its ups and downs. He was there for her through thick and thin, even when the world was watching. But when things went wrong and when Remy Ma was accused of being unfaithful, many people felt that Papoose deserved a fresh start. This fresh start seems to be what he's found with Claressa. And it's not just about leaving the past behind, it's about moving towards a relationship that feels healthier and more balanced. Claressa has spoken about how different it feels to have someone who truly understands her, someone who listens and supports her without judgment. That's exactly what Papoose appears to be offering her. It's a simple truth. When you're in a relationship where both people are on the same page, it shows. And from what we're seeing, Papoose and Claressa have a connection that's making waves for all the right reasons. Now, let's circle back to that big question. Is Claressa pregnant? While she hasn't confirmed anything officially, the timing of her announcement about taking a break from boxing has led many to speculate that a baby might be on the way. Think about it. A top athlete at the peak of her career deciding to take time off, combined with all the hints about focusing on personal life and family. It's hard not to wonder if she's planning for a new addition, and if that's true, it could be one of the most exciting chapters of her life yet. Taking a break from boxing to focus on having a family is a huge decision. Boxing is not an easy sport, and the demands on the body and mind are enormous. If you're thinking about pregnancy, it makes sense to give yourself the time to prepare, both physically and mentally. Whether or not Claressa confirms the pregnancy soon, this move signals a shift in her priorities. A reminder that even the fiercest competitors sometimes need to slow down and focus on life outside of the ring. While Claressa and Papoose seem to be embracing their new relationship, there's another twist in the story involving Remy Ma. Rumor has it that Remy might be trying to reach out to Papoose, hoping to rekindle what they once had. According to various sources online, Remy is trying to get back together with Papoose and mend the relationship they once shared. However, it appears that Papoose is not interested in going back to the old ways. He's made it pretty clear that he's happy with the direction his life is taking with Claressa. This rejection is not just about moving on from the past, it's also a statement about what Papoose truly wants in life. After years of being in a relationship that had its share of ups and downs, he's finally found someone who offers him the support and love he deserves. And honestly, it's hard to blame him for wanting a fresh start with someone who appreciates him on every level. Another hot topic that has everyone talking is whether Papoose should finalize his divorce from Remy Ma. Technically, they're still legally married, and many people are saying that if Papoose is serious about his future with Claressa, then he needs to make that step. Finalizing the divorce would not only clear the air, but also signal that he's fully committed to moving on. There's even talk online about how Papoose should make things right by closing that chapter of his life before embarking on a new journey. If a baby is indeed on the way for Claressa, then it becomes even more important to have a clear, honest start with no loose ends from the past. This isn't just about paperwork, it's about setting the stage for a healthy, honest relationship moving forward. People are rooting for Papoose to do what's best for himself and his new partner, and many believe that finalizing the divorce would be a strong step in that direction. Beyond all the drama and headlines, there's a lot we can learn from this situation. At its core, this story is about change and growth. We see two very different relationships on display here. On one side, you have a long-standing relationship that had its share of loyalty, but also faced some serious challenges. On the other, you have a new beginning with someone who seems to truly match your energy and support your dreams. It's a reminder that life isn't static. People evolve, and sometimes so do our relationships. It might be hard to let go of the past, but sometimes moving forward means embracing change, even when it comes with some drama. Whether you're in a relationship or flying solo, it's important to find people who lift you up and help you become the best version of yourself. And for those who have experienced breakups or changes in relationships, this story can serve as a kind of encouragement. It shows that while the past is a part of who we are, it doesn't have to define our future. There's always room for growth, new beginnings, and the chance to find someone who truly complements you. So, where do we go from here? Well, the next steps are likely to be full of more updates and discussions. Will Claressa confirm that she's pregnant? Will Papoose finalize his divorce and fully commit to his new relationship? And what will Remy Ma do next in response to all of this? For now, all we can do is watch the story unfold and share our thoughts.